Miss, wait! We've been searching for you!
Sarah stared at the crumpled $5 bill in her hand. It was all she had left until Friday, 3 days away. Her stomach growled. She hadn't eaten since yesterday morning. The bus stop bench felt cold beneath her. Around her, the city rushed by, people with briefcases, coffee cups, lives that seemed so far from her. She closed her eyes, trying to ignore the hunger. "Excuse me, miss." Sarah looked up. A little girl stood before her, maybe 7 years old, tears streaming down her face. Her clothes were dirty, her shoes too small. "What's wrong, sweetheart?" Sarah asked gently. "My little brother," the girl sobbed. "He hasn't eaten in 2 days. Mama's sick. We're trying to get food, but..." She held out her tiny hand. Empty. Sarah's heart shattered. She looked down at her $5. Her only $5. The rational voice in her head screamed, "You need this. You're hungry too. You can't save everyone." But when she looked into that little girl's desperate eyes, she saw herself 10 years ago, hungry, scared, alone. Sarah pressed the bill into the girl's hand. "Buy your brother something warm to eat." The girl's eyes widened. "But miss..." "Go," Sarah whispered, smiling through her own tears. "Before I change my mind." The girl hugged her tightly, then ran off. Sarah sat back, her stomach aching, her eyes wet. What did I just do? 2 days later, Sarah had barely eaten. She felt weak, dizzy. Friday seemed impossibly far away. She was walking past a small diner when someone called out, "Miss. Miss, wait." She turned. A woman in a worn coat approached, the same little girl from the bus stop holding her hand. "You," the woman said breathlessly. "You're the one who helped my children." Sarah nodded weakly. "My daughter told me everything," the woman continued, tears in her eyes. "You gave her your last money." She grabbed Sarah's hand. "Please, come inside. Let me buy you a meal." "You don't have to. I insist," the woman said firmly. Inside the warm diner, Sarah ate soup while the little girl sat beside her, smiling. "How did you find me?" Sarah asked. "We've been looking for you," the woman said. "I needed to thank you. You fed my son when I couldn't." That $5, it was a miracle. Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "I just did what anyone would do." "No," the woman said quietly. "Most people walked past us. You were the only one who stopped. And you had nothing yourself." As Sarah finished eating, the diner owner walked over, an older man with kind eyes. "Excuse me," he said. "I couldn't help but overhear. You gave away your last $5. Sarah nodded, embarrassed. The man smiled. "We've been looking for a new waitress. The job's yours if you want it. Meals included." Sarah's mouth fell open. "Are you serious? People with hearts like yours are rare," he said. "I'd be honored to have you on my team." Sarah broke down crying. The little girl hugged her. The mother squeezed her hand. 3 months later, Sarah had saved enough to rent a small apartment. She never forgot that moment at the bus stop, the moment she chose compassion over survival. And every week, she set aside $5. Not for herself, but for the next person who might need it more. Lesson. When you give from a place of emptiness, you create space for abundance. The universe remembers those who help when they have nothing left to give.